This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shaw.
We have arrived in Sector 112 and request targeting data.
Hello everyone. Hello. This is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Norma Prize for an episode of Homeworld Wars. It's been a long time since we recorded a proper Homeworld Wars video. There's been a lot of reasons for that. One, the prep time for Homeworld Wars videos takes forever, especially if you're planning to do a large war, which I tend to do. But I found a way around that. I've been working with modding Homeworld 1, and I found out how to spawn and adjust ships and whatnot, and I realized that, crap, you can do that in multiplayer maps. Just spawn your ships in, and then you don't have to prep anything. So that's what I did. This prep time literally took about 10 minutes. Also, another announcement I want to tell you, as you guys could probably see, the model of the ship looks really good because we're using the Splendor mod, which I have integrated into my Homeworld Hardcore mod, and with it comes widescreen and high resolution support. So we're actually playing this in 1280 by 720 instead of 640 by 480 like I normally play. So that isn't actually stretched full screen anymore. It's actually real widescreen. Fantastic. So today, what we are going to do, we have 10 assaults, 10 ions, 10 destroyers, 10 heavy cruisers, and we are going to be fighting 30, they call it assault carriers, but Turanic Raider carriers. This is going to be fun. I've spent today adjusting the Tranic Raider carrier, since now I can just spawn it into a multiplayer map and mess with it, and I think I've got it balanced enough to where it will die from a heavy cruiser by about 30% health, but it will kill a destroyer and still have about 35-40% health, which is where I want it. I want to be balanced between destroyer and heavy cruiser. So with this fleet that we have over here, we're going to see if they can handle the Turanic Raider carrier armada. So let's do this. Let's get into this match. Also, with the ability to spawn things into the map, I can actually make it to where the AI doesn't have any ships or has like one ship, so the game technically still runs. So I don't have to worry about having both my computers run at once, so that so I have to like switch between computers to do all the commands. So a lot of really cool discoveries I've had today. It's been a really good day. Anyways, let's make sure we select all of these, kill them.
It's your call. Reporting. Target acquired.
And let's do this.
Target acquired.
Which team is gonna win? I vote Turanic Raider carriers. I think those guys are gonna win. Go, go, go! Air heavy cruiser. Target that Turanic Raider carrier. Also, the Tranic Raider carriers have a lot of point defenses, so that might actually help in their favor.
Awaiting assignment.
Let's see what they're focusing on. This Tranic Raider carriers, it seems like it really wants to kill that heavy cruiser. I also need to put everyone on aggressive so they use all of their weapons. Fantastic, because this Turanic Raider carrier isn't using its ions. Strangely enough. This one using its ions? Not really. It's really engaging all this stuff over here.
Reporting for duty.
Is anyone close to dying? There is a Turanic Raider carrier, which I think is this one right here. That's taking a lot of damage. This frigate over here is really being concentrated by a couple of the Turanic Raider carriers. There's so many point defense systems going off. These ions are going to die really quickly. They're about dead.
Frigate lost. Frigate lost.
It looks like the Turanic Raider carriers are focusing on the frigates, which isn't a bad strategy. Take care of the escorts before we take care of the super capitals. Heavy cruisers really haven't taken a whole lot of damage. I still don't know why some of them aren't actually using their ions. Weird.
Frigate lost.
They have definitely killed a good majority of the frigates. Goes that frigate. He's about to die.
Frigate lost.
Have any of the carriers...
Frigate lost.
actually died.
Group 1 designated.
There is one carrier right here that is really getting damaged. So, oh, it's starting to flame. Nice. So in case you guys are curious, ion frigates have 75,000 health and do 150 damage per second. Assault frigates have 90,000 health and they do 120 damage per second. Actually, I think it's 110. Destroyers have 275,000? No, 250,000 I think is how much they have. And they do 380 damage per second. And then heavy cruisers have 350,000 health and do 600 damage per second. These carriers, I don't know how much damage per second they have, but I think they have 325,000 health.
Frigate lost.
The one that's getting really close to dying. So many bullets, so many ions.
Awaiting assignment.
We've lost 5 ions and 4 assaults so far. We're about to lose our first carrier. We have another carrier down here in the yellow. Nice. Oh, this one looks like he's finally focusing on something. Focusing on the destroyer in front of him. Indeed. Very chaotic around here. We have all of these guys back here who really aren't using their ions yet. They're just focusing with their point defense. This one's moving in.
Frigate lost.
Acknowledged.
Frigate that just died there. We are about to lose
Frigate
a
lost.
Turanic Raider carrier. There it goes. That's one dead. We got 29 to go.
Group 1 under attack.
Frigate lost.
That frigate has been killed. We're running low on frigates. Are any of the destroyer classes really damaged? This one's getting mostly damaged. It's down about half. What about the heavy cruisers? Have any of the heavy cruisers really taken any damage? This one's taking about a quarter of damage. It's not doing too bad.
Frigate lost.
But all of the frigates are definitely dying. Very interesting. Got a couple Turanic Raider carriers on fire.
Group 1 copies.
Actually, we got about 2 that are about to die. This one's getting close. Oh, we don't have battle music on. What's wrong with me? The Tranic Raider music. There we go. This one's about to die. So yeah, with the ability to spawn
Destroyer
ships...
lost.
Ooh, we lost one destroyer. Nice. With the ability to spawn new ships in, there's going to be a lot more Homeworld War videos going, because I do love making these videos. They're really fun. Ooh, there's another one that went down to 27. Still got plenty of Tranic Raider carriers. And, yeah, we're going to be trying things with maybe using Tranic Raider carriers to fight the Nebula motherships. Use multi-beam frigates to try to kill Turanic Raider carriers. Like, I want to do a bunch of mix-ups of stuff that we never really could do.
Frigate lost.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
Frigate lost.
We almost lost all of our ion frigates. Holy crap. We got 3 assaults left. We only lost 1 destroyer. We have any heavy cruisers that are really in danger of dying.
Frigate
Got some of them
lost.
back here that haven't even been damaged. Nice. This destroyer down here is being concentrated by a couple of Turanic Raider carriers. Well, one of the ions. The other one's not in range. Look at this mess.
Substantial cruiser hull damage received. Awaiting assignment.
Ooh. Oh, we have a heavy cruiser that's really taking damage. Oh, he's being targeted by like 3... No, 1, 2, 3 Turanic Raider carriers. Although his ions aren't targeting him.
Destroyer lost.
That's funny.
1 to combat stations.
Destroyer lost.
Ooh, we're losing destroyers quickly now. They're starting to be concentrated on since we lost most of our frigates. Their Turanic Raider carriers so far are doing pretty good. They have a few of them that are about to die.
Group 1 receiving.
Yeah, they got two that, yeah, that are just about to die. There goes that one, and there goes that one. They're down to 24.
Ready for orders.
We still have 10 heavy cruisers and 7 destroyers. Ugh. And we're about to lose that destroyer, and this heavy cruiser is about to die. He's being targeted by
Destroyer
multiple
lost.
Turanic Raider carriers. See, I don't know what it is about having a war and just watching everything happen. It's just so fun to me.
Reporting enemy contact.
Heavy cruiser lost. Frigate
We lost one of our big boys. The heavy cruisers are powerful enough to wipe out a Turanic Raider by themselves. So it is important for that team to keep the heavy cruisers alive. But most of the Turanic Raider carriers, there's about 3 of them, they're in yellow. It's not looking good for this side. Not looking good at all. This destroyer down here is being focused by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Turanic Raider carriers. Although a lot of them aren't using their beams for some reason. Weird. But he's gonna die quickly. It's a lot of kinetic cannon damage being flown around.
destroyer lost.
Alright, down to 4 destroyers. This heavy cruiser is being concentrated. Oh boy. Oh yeah, he's gonna die quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Tranic Raider carriers focusing on him, and this one up here is starting to get focused on as well. This would be terrifying if this was a real battle.
Group 1.
We got 2 Turanic Raider carriers are in the red, 3 of them in the yellow, and the rest kind of just have a little bit amount of
Heavy
damage.
cruiser lost.
Reporting for duty.
Group
Just
2
This side
designated.
just lost a heavy cruiser, and we have another one that's getting close to dying. We have another destroyer that's about to die. We still have an assault frigate alive. That's because it's way far in the back of the group. He's trying his best.
Group 2 copies.
There's so many Tranic
Destroyer
Raider carriers.
lost.
Combat stations.
I actually thought this would be an even match. I guess I should have gave more destroyers.
Group 1 reporting.
We might get... That one's right there is about to die.
Cruiser damaged. Internal fires.
Cruiser damaged internal fires. Interesting.
Group 2 receiving.
That's a new one. Heavy cruiser, you are being concentrated. You are dying quickly.
Group 2 under attack.
Heavy cruiser lost.
Killed the Tranic Raider carrier, but lost the heavy cruiser. Indeed.
Group 2.
Yeah, this battle's not gonna last too much longer. Because they still definitely have the numbers. They have the numbers.
Group 1 responding.
This heavy cruiser's focusing on that one. Actually, it's got one turret focusing on that one, another turret focusing on that one.
Group 2 acknowledged.
That destroyer is about to die. This destroyer down here is flaming. He's being attacked by 1, mainly 2,
Destroyer lost.
but he's soon probably going to be concentrated. Or this heavy cruiser is going to get concentrated on. This heavy cruiser, well, you got 5 carriers focusing on you. That'll probably be today's thumbnail. Oh yeah, that destroyer is dying. That destroyer is so close to dying. Okay, large group of Turanic Raider carriers. Very deadly. Even when balanced. I guess, I figured the heavy cruisers would help push the tide, but against that much firepower being thrown around, they're not much of a match. I should have gave them like, I should have did like 10 heavy cruisers, 15 destroyers, and like 20 ions and 20 assaults. Still, really good.
Group 1.
Turanic Raider carriers have 3 of them. They're getting really close to dying.
Destroyer lost.
Group 1.
We have 1 destroyer, 7 heavy cruisers, and 1 assault frigate left. The heavy cruisers are going to start getting concentrated on. What are we doing down here? Oh boy. So many beams. So many point defense systems being flown around everywhere. I think each one of those point defense systems do 30 to 40 damage. Which doesn't sound like much unless there's 100 flying around, then it's actually a lot.
Group 1 copies.
Ooh, we might be able to kill these 3 before we lose the rest of our fleet. Bring them down to 19. Still not going to be enough, but...
Group 2 responding.
no, we're probably going to lose these guys before we actually get to that point.
Group 1 receiving.
Boop, boop. Oh, that one died. Cool. And then
Destroyer
We've
lost.
got company.
just lost a destroyer in return.
Group 2 copies.
This heavy cruiser is about to die. He's being concentrated by a bunch of
Heavy
carriers.
cruiser lost.
Oh boy. This one has a lot of health, but he's not going to survive too much longer.
Group 1 reporting.
Still got 2 of them that are really low in health.
Heavy cruiser
Group 1,
lost.
we have incoming.
Our big boys are starting to go down. This isn't good. And we just lost our assault frigate. All we have left are 5 heavy cruisers. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Go, heavy cruisers! Yep, you're dead.
Heavy cruiser lost.
Group 1 acknowledged.
Boop, boop. This is so fun, though. I don't know what it is about watching a giant battle just unfold. Just giving commands for them to kill each other and just watch what happens.
Group 2 acknowledged.
It's always fascinating to me. Oh boy, you are getting heavily concentrated on by a bunch of carriers. They're in range now, so they're using their ions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're being attacked by 9 Turanic Raider carriers. And even with my mod, where this heavy cruiser has like 350,000 health, it's still going down super quickly. That's amazing. This heavy cruiser is about to die because he's being focused on by a bunch of ones as well.
Heavy cruiser lost.
Copy enemy contact.
There's 2 in the red. And none of the heavy cruisers are focusing on the ones that are really damaged. So, yeah, this is going to be it for this team. How many are you being concentrated on by? 3, 4, 5, 6. You're being concentrated on by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you're dead.
Heavy cruiser lost.
Oh boy. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 focusing on this one, and the rest focusing on this one. They're actually starting to surround them, which means they're doing extra damage by hitting the weak spots. Same thing with this one, he's getting a little surrounded as well. They tried. The fleet tried.
Heavy cruiser lost.
We've got a situation here.
Oh boy. Yes, we do. We got a huge situation here. Huge, huge, huge situation. And dead.
Heavy cruiser lost.
Group 1 receiving.
Group 2
So-
lost.
The Turanic Raider Fleet won. They only lost to 9, which I would say is a pretty good victory. I think they're pretty balanced. They don't feel overpowered. They don't feel underpowered anymore. So I like the way the Tranic Raider carrier came out. I do also plan on balancing out the Iron Array frigate, because my plan for the Iron Array frigate is to make it more powerful than the Ion Cannon frigate. So even though it has less health, it should be able to beat the Ion Cannon frigate by about maybe 15-20% health remaining on a one-on-one match. Anyways, that's just me, my testing talking. So hope you guys enjoy this. There's gonna be a lot more Homeworld Wars videos coming out now since I don't have to prep. Because like I said, this took 10 minutes to prep, 20 minutes to record. Perfect. Before it used to take 3 or 4 hours to prep and it'd be like a 20-minute recording, which just didn't feel like it was worth it to me. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this. Please leave a like if you do. If you like what I do, consider subscribing, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Baker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated.